the perfect wheel and tire setup for the Jeep Gladiator. Well, good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here, and that's right. I thought I'd go over what I think, anyway, is the perfect wheel and tire setup for the Jeep Gladiator. You know, it's Christmas time right now. You might have some extra funds coming in, right? Or just want to treat yourself. There's a lot of sales and deals out there right now. So it's the perfect time to upgrade the setup on your Jeep Gladiator. Now, what I've got is a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Sport S. So it didn't come with a lift, it didn't come with bigger wheels and tires. Matter of fact, it came with your standard Jeep wheels and your standard all-season tires. Not doing the Jeep any favors. You know, it's okay. You can drive around on them. They do the job, but come on. You didn't buy the Jeep Gladiator to leave it stock, right? And if you bought the Sport trim, the Sport S trim anyway, chances are you probably have a few plans. So let me show you what I've got. I went with a different wheel. I went with a fuel wheel. This is a 17 by, I believe it's a 7.9, or I'm sorry, a 7.5. I'll leave a link down below to the video to show you exactly what I have. But if memory serves, that's what they are. They're black, as you can see, and they are an offset of -12. Now, I went with this particular wheel because I wanted some wheel poke on the truck, right? And I got exactly what I wanted. I mean, look at that. The tires stick out, not terribly, maybe about 1.5 inches, maybe about 2 inches. I can tell you, the video does not do it justice. There will give you a little bit of a view, I guess. Again, looks to me, yeah, it might be more like 3 inches. I don't know. If you look from the edge of the fender there to the outside furthest point of the tire itself. But I think it's a perfect look on the truck. Let's go around, take a peek from the back. I'll show you from the front. Back up a little bit. Get the right angle here, hopefully. That's what it looks like down the side from the back. Then we'll take a quick peek at the front, just to give you guys an idea again of what it looks like. There you go. And of course, I've got the knockoff 3-piece Rubicon stubby on there. I did remove the sides because I wanted to be able to see this gorgeous setup. So that gives you kind of an idea down the sides of what the truck looks like. Hopefully that comes out pretty good on video. Always hard to tell until you go back and re-look at it. Now, you've got the wheels, right? And you've got the poke that you want, if you're like me. But what about tires? And tires are all over the place, right? I mean, there are about 1 million different opinions, about as many as there are different tires that you can get for this truck. I have Duratrax, actually, on my Toyota Tacoma up there, and I thought those, and still do think, those are a really good tire. Next to it, of course, we've got the Jeep Wrangler, and it has some gigantic Nittos on it. Nittos aren't bad, but I found I think the composition of the tire is a little bit firmer, if you will, harder. So it does give a harder ride, and it doesn't help that it's on a Jeep Wrangler too. You know, not the smoothest riding vehicle out there, particularly in a 2-door configuration. As I mentioned, the Duratrax are pretty good, much better, I think, than the Nitto Ridge Grapplers are, but still just a hair firmer than what I have on the Jeep Gladiator right now. So what do I have on the Jeep Gladiator right now? Well, you guys can see, hopefully, they are Falcon Wild Peak AT3s, or AT3W, you can see right there. And they are a 285/70 R17. And I gotta tell you, the ride quality on these is probably just as good, if not maybe just slightly firmer than the stock all-terrains. You might not even know a difference, honestly. If you're not real sensitive to that, you probably wouldn't even know. If I took you out of a regular Jeep that didn't have any different tires on it and put you in this one, I really would be surprised if you could tell the difference at all. Love the looks of these. That's the other thing that I was concerned with. I didn't want just your cookie cutter tire. I wanted something a little more aggressive looking. And I certainly get that with these tires. You can see they have a deeper tread in them, a more aggressive look. You've got some tread work on the sides here for off-roading and stuff. Not as severe, again, as what the Ridge Grapplers have. I mean, these things are beasts. Look at how deep this tread is. I mean, and how wide it is. And then even more gripping here on the sides. If we look at the Duratrax, again, nice wide, deep tread. I mean, look at these things. And then, again, more aggressive tread work on the sides for off-roading. So it really depends on what you're going to be doing, I guess. I mean, we've got some pretty aggressive tread on the sides here as well. But you can see the width of the tread here, as well as the depth of it, is not as severe as on either one of those two sets of tires. Now, there is a benefit to that, of course, as well as a negative. The benefit is they're not quite as loud on the road, right? You don't have as much meat slapping the pavement when you're driving around. That's going to make the truck a little bit quieter, so if you're sensitive to that, might be of a benefit to you if you still want the aggressive look to the tire. The Jeep isn't particularly quiet anyway, right? So you're going to hear probably a lot more than you would in either, or in the Tacoma, I should say. The other disadvantage, I suppose, is if you're a big-time off-roader, having a tire like these and not being as aggressive as the other two probably isn't going to perform to the nth degree as good as the other two would. Do I think it's a big enough difference that most people would notice? No, I really don't. I mean, if you're a professional off-roader and you're climbing, I don't know, areas that are the most extreme and severe out there, well, then maybe you'd notice a difference. But otherwise, I would think not. I think these would be just fine. And I think they're a good, I don't want to say compromise because that's not the right word. You're not really compromising by going with these. Just something a little bit less extreme as what you get with these two up here. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of cover that a little bit. I get a lot of questions on the channel. What's your setup? Or every time I post the truck anywhere, you know, what's your setup? What are you running? So that's it. A 285/70 R17 wrapping a 17-inch fuel wheel. Anyway, leave a comment down below. What's your favorite? If you've had exposure to different tires, different setups, I'd be curious to know what you think. Also, real quick, if you're interested, check out my other channel. It is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Oh, we have a jet up there. Kind of loud. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we're kind of in a flight pattern here. But anyway, check out my other channel. It's Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.